Hear you say something. Let me hear you say yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm feeling the energy in here. But like I said, I go by the name of Invictus, and that basically means death before defeat. Never be defeated by your circumstances or anything like that. So keep your head up high, and that's basically all I'm gonna be talking about today. But let's go ahead and run this. Yeah. Trying to be chill, but I'm sick of all the talk. May take me a second, but I never falling off. Ready for the action, I ain't scared of a loss, but I gotta make it home at any other cost. And any beat don't be nothing for the ops. Mates beat at lunch, make the diner hard knocks. I'm a real one, whether I'm on or off for the clock. Don't go thinking things is sweet, might just be a bit shocked. I get to hit however, pulling all of the stops. I'm a different kind of cat, think all outside of the box. I'ma keep making music till the game I'm Fort Knox. Run the game until I'm known on anybody block. If Invictus ain't make it, then the beat's not bang. The throne is up for the grabs, yeah, it's mine for the taking. I really do this thing, I can understand why they hate. I earned the crown one day, still a king in the making beats at the crib, got the complex shaking. Write a song on the clock when I get to the bank. They talking down on the brother, but they ain't saying anything. Pacing myself, the marathon can be draining, but I got the motive to keep myself racing. Shooting every shot, they all is not draining, but you miss every shot that you too scared to take it. Needs all my dream for success, I gotta crave it. Falling on the rails like I'm trying to hit the lead. Swimmer a kid might get you put on a tee. I gotta defend mine and I gotta defend me. If you playing super games, it's gonna cost you stupid fees. Hard work pays off, that's core to my belief. I'ma work for what's mine and achieve all my dreams. Go get it stitched in every thread of my jeans. I'ma get to the bread without selling to the fiends. Go together like turkey and greens. I'm in love with the music, wait till I get on the scene. Bringing real music back, forget all the fake. I'll fight for this thing, don't play in my ring. Be careful with your words and I won't, but they bring. They say words can't hurt, but they sure will sting. Don't see that big till it's all in your bloodstream. Only speak on violence, but what joy does that bring? Let's not get too deep, y'all not trying to hear me. I'm moving through the hate, y'all trying to steer free. I'm only getting started, I'm far from my peak. I ain't taking no more losses, it's death before defeat. Hey, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, man, I go basically by the name of Invictus. Death before defeat, man. We gonna keep this show rolling. That's the first one for y'all. I wanna be in front of y'all for a minute. Y'all mind if I slow it down for y'all for a second? Yeah. She wouldn't let me have my muppet, so she took it and dipped. She took it and dipped, baby. I couldn't let her have a muppet, so I took it and dipped. I took it and dipped, baby. I had a dream that maybe one day we would share us a crib and maybe have us some kids, baby. I always think about you, girl, and how my time was short lived, but maybe that's how it is, baby. Can we talk for a minute, girl? I feel kinda bad. We into things on the side with no. I always said that I loved you, but I hide my emotions, so I guess I ain't let it show. I've been stuck on your drug, poison me with your love, and now I'm left with no antidote. I thought I couldn't live without you, but I learned the hard way, so I thank you for letting me go. Could've let you into my mind, feel like I'm telling you lies, but I'm just scared to be open. My things on Tuesday is mine, my promise of all of our time, but trust me, Kenny, I'm rolling. Sometimes when you're in love, you just don't know what you got, but you get it when someone comes inside of your spot. And she's gonna wait for you, trust me, no, she's not, and that's fact. She wouldn't let me have my muppet, so she took it and dipped. She took it and dipped, baby. I couldn't let her have a muppet, so I took it and dipped. Said I took it and dipped, baby. I had a dream that maybe one day we would share us a crib and maybe have us some kids, baby. I always think about you, girl, and how our time was short lived, but maybe that's how it is, baby. I couldn't match your real, so you moved on, I don't blame you. She loved me all she could, but ain't no way she can change you. I had to look within at every piece of myself. I'm sorry it took so long to see the pain I gave someone else. I hope you find someone to love you better than I did. I do where your heart, but I'm still hoping you find it. Never met someone treat you like I did. Girl, you need to find it's never said itself. Show a girl your pride. She wouldn't let me have a heart back, so she took it and dipped. She took it and dipped, baby. I couldn't let her have a heart back, so I took it and dipped. I took it and dipped, baby. I had a dream that maybe one day we would share a crib and maybe having some kids, baby. I always think about you, girl, and how a time was your live, but baby, that's how it is, baby. She wouldn't let me have a heart back, so she took it and dipped. She took it and dipped, baby. I couldn't let her have a heart back, so I took it and dipped. I took it and dipped, baby. I had a dream that maybe one day we would share a crib and maybe having some kids, baby. I always think about you, girl, and how a time was your live, but maybe that's how it is, baby. Yes, sir. Let's keep the show rolling. Let's keep the show rolling. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Who's cold and salt and mud? All the change, the corrupt won't hear us. In our returns, have we learned at all? Damage from within, nothing holds these walls. Work this hard, licks on my hip in case things get dark. Eyes on my six, always on my guard. Can't let it slip or you might see God. It don't make sense to work this hard. Flicks on my hip in case shit get dark. Eyes on my six, always on my guard. Can't let it slip or you might see God. He's a youngin' with promise and you can see him shining. Try to focus on his music, his friends on demon timing. Tears under his eyes, but you won't see him crying. He normally don't get out too much, but you just keep on trying. They've all been boys from the block since 3rd grade, but they not on the same type of clock. They all just want their fair shot. Not so many routes in the hood. Good men come from those places, but they wind up misunderstood. They had no other choices than to be up to no good. Others make one dumb mistake and then they throw in the book. His homies was a mix of the few. Made a wrong turn, but then they stayed with that move. Never felt an ounce conviction for the wrong that they do. Just want the next lick that'll make them some blues. He know his homies stay in trouble, but you often overlook red flags and the ones that love you. The heart's feelings will leave you plain facts muscle. He jumped right in when he saw his bros in the scuffle. Outside of the function, didn't think it'd be much of nothing. Finished the fight, whooped him down and sent him running. And got back in line, but it's still all huffing and puffing. Silver Camry roll up, but they was trying to do some cuffing. Roll down and the hit this bus. Everybody dropped down and the car sped off. His homies walked out and let their own shots off. They ain't hit they long gone and 12 coming, his bros is out. But the boy he can't go, his leg is hitting, he bleeding out. ICU, he fighting back, but the Reaper got him tight. But the Lord that called him home, it's time he see the light. He was only 17 with $20 in rap dreams. Now since he gone to get attention in mad streams, but only got to see his vision in real time. His fire was stomped out well before he struck his prime. Don't make sense to work this hard. Blicks on my hip in case shit get dark. Eyes on my six, always on my guard. Can't let it slip or you might see God. It don't make sense to work this hard. Blicks on my hip in case shit get dark. Eyes on my six, always on my guard. Can't let it slip or you might see God. Nobody heals, we clam up, don't ask, don't tell, nobody feels. We always claim, we know how to keep it real, but we can't talk about what happened as kids, it got too real. A young brother considers for feeling compassion, he just hit his girl in the jaw, now how that happened? Some people just need an outlet but never get the help, so they wind up in a lot more trouble than they in for themselves. Past trauma doesn't excuse current action, this I know. But if we up the roots, the fruits of trauma won't grow. Maybe we can eliminate the circle of violence. We would learn instead of suffer in silence. It don't make sense to work this hard. Blinks on my hip in case shit get dark. Eyes on my six, always on my guard. Can't let it slip or you might see God. It don't make sense to work this hard. Blinks on my hip in case shit get dark. Eyes on my six, always on my guard. Can't let it slip or you might see God. Makes sense to work this hard. Blinks on my hip in case shit get dark. On my six, always on my guard. Hey, let it slip or you might see God, huh? Yeah, hey. Hold on. Yeah, hey. Yeah, Is the love will we born or only violence? Envy masked by family silence. Destruction comes deception, using our traumas as a weapon. The love collected was again this our bond, huh? What are we left in ignorance is taken for a front? Will we beat the allegations or will we just be entertaining? Monkeys reject their reputations. It's up to us. What we want was left for us, so we'll just the money do we can't afford to keep our morals loose. From what we learn, we only need a single place to prove. Just wanting an excuse to put the bigotry to use. Let's show the barriers for the sins of the few. Animosity cast upon a race just for you to waste the tools, huh? Yes sir. Appreciate y'all. We still running it up. Still got a couple more songs left for y'all. Yes sir, let's on the next one.
He can't take my joy, he can't take my hope. Make it out of every struggle, you take that as a quote. I let my feelings out, put my heart into these notes. If you think you got me down, well I'm not even close. Me and Luz ain't in the same city. I don't quit, it's in the name, in it. Don't give up, you gotta hang with it. Victory's there, just gotta stay lifted. Gotta use the tools that I've been gifted. Whoever told me I can't, just know I ain't listening. I'ma stay chasing grace and no I ain't switching. Said I look a lame, thought I was just kidding. Said music will be tough, but what a life is it? I seen the brighter side through the darkest hour. Niggas wanna talk me down, but don't know nothing about me. Don't wanna win, they get the fuck around me. They ain't wanna chase their dreams, that's why they fucking doubt me. What's a hater actually? Just a fan, or a nigga worried about another man's plans. Ain't never on the court, they moves coming from the stands. Dreams got a few loose ends and they yanking at the strands. I'm just trying to be a voice of reason. Seems like the world is feeding for something with the meaning. Where rappers growing the game, it's almost hard to seize it. I'll be a beacon of hope throughout these words I'm speaking. I ain't never been scared, won't nothing get me flinching. I'm the worth for what's mine and ain't gon' be no bitching. Niggas say they love the music, but not a fucking bitch. Take a sip of some wine to help release tension. I know it's mine, just gotta prove it. I never knew nothing, but I always knew music. Niggas wanna talk you down and say you can't do it. But once I'm up, I'm looking at them like they was stupid. They clueless as to how much time you put in. Been doing it since a youngin', the hunger will never end. The older I get, the sharper the pen. The richer I get, the harder the brand. For as long as it felt like the mic was my own frame, I could light it on fire, got these bars from the man. Never had a backup, rap was my only plan. Been floating through a sea of hell, just hoping that I see land. But I keep my head up, head high. Can't still fire without eye. I'ma do it big, no doubt, ain't no lie. First place, nigga, ain't no time. But I keep my head up, head high. Can't spell fire without I. I'ma do it big, no doubt, ain't no lie. First place, nigga, ain't no top. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Follow me on all platforms, man. Invictus_GOAT. All songs out on all platforms. Invictus $INVICTUS. Follow me here, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yeah.